Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Osage City Basketball. I'm Wyatt Ornder, joined in the booth tonight by Ellie Shoemaker.
Hi.
Tonight's varsity girls matchup features the Osage City Lady Indians and the West Franklin Lady Falcons. The Lady Indians are 8-0, coming off a win against West Franklin last Friday. The Lady Falcons are 0-3, of course losing to the Lady Indians most recently. This is the 1 versus 8 matchup in the Flint Hills League tournament, and although the Lady Indians seem to be the favorite in this one, we'll see if the Lady Falcons came to play tonight. The introductions will begin shortly. Alrighty, looks like both teams have taken the floor here. West Franklin will have the ball first. Number 15 to throw it in. Number 11. She takes it up to the top of the key, guarded by Duvall for the Indians. Throws it over to number 1 on the near side. Down to 11 in the corner. She takes it in, goes up with it. Misses everything, but number 1 tips it back inbounds to Cerna. Indians ball. Kirkpatrick over to Duvall. Now back to Cerna in the middle. Davis down to Kearns on the near side. Duvall now back to Cerna. Over to Davis. Cerna back down to Duvall. Kearns swings it up to Cerna. Cerna down to Davis now. Back to Cerna. Cerna down to Duvall. Ball passes off to Kearns. Kearns swings it back up to Cerna. Cerna for 3, and she scores it. Really patient offense there for the Indians, but it got the job done.
Yeah.
3-0 Indians. Number 11 for the Falcons. Lobs it in. Ball stepped out by the Lady Indians. Excuse me.
Nope.
It was off of the Falcons. Indians ball. Cerna takes it down the floor. Gets it down to Davis on the near side. He swings back up to Duvall, now to Cerna. Cerna back down to Duvall. Duvall goes in with it. Her pass is blocked by the Falcons, but Cerna recovers. Cerna goes in, then back out on the near side. Back to Davis in the middle. Kearns with it now at the top of the key. Back down to Cerna. Cerna for 3, and she scores it. Cerna on fire to start this game.
For sure, that's 6 points.
Looks like the ref has called a warning for delay of game on Davis. Going to assume that she touched the ball after it went through the net for the Indians.
Must have.
42 now with the ball for the Falcons. She swings it back up to number 11. 11 puts up a 3. She airballs it. Number 1 tries to save it, but she steps out of bounds. Ball will go back to the Indians. They lead 6-0 here. 5:54 left here in the first quarter. Cerna crosses midcourt. Gets it up to the ball on the far side. Davis's pass grabbed by West Franklin. And then I believe there will be a foul on her as well.
Yep, foul on Davis. That's her first, team's first.
11 again to take it down the court for the Falcons. Her pass is stolen away by Kearns. She swings it up to Cerna. Cerna over to Kirkpatrick, back to Cerna. Cerna takes it to the middle to set up the offense. Davis into Kearns, now back over to Cerna. Duvall now into Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick over to Davis, now back down to Cerna.
Definitely moving the ball around, waiting for their opportunity.
Really patient offense so far here, for sure. Cerna, another 3. This one misses everything. But it looks like the ball's off of West Franklin, out of bounds. Indians will have it on their baseline. Cerna to throw it in. Cerna throws it into Duvall. Ball back to the middle now. She throws it into Kirkpatrick. Back out to Cerna. Cerna looks in. Back out to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick for 3.
Oh.
Her shot's off the rim. No good. Rebounded by 42 for West Franklin. Number 1 throws it ahead to 45. 45 back out to 11. 11 swings over to 15. Now back down to 45 on the near side. One with the ball now, into 42. 42 goes up, off the backboard, no good. Rebounded by Kearns for the Indians. Cerna throws ahead to Davis. Davis puts up a shot. It's no good. 45 rebounds for the Falcons. Looks like there will be a foul on the Indians as well.
Yeah, over the back on Danny. 33.
Jones will replace the ball in the game for the Indians. Eleven takes the ball down the floor for the Falcons. 45 puts up a shot. It's off the front of the rim, and she gets her own rebound. Now back out to 10. 10 lobs it into 42. 42 shot is no good. Cerna on the rebound for the Indians. She takes the ball up the floor now. Gets it down to Davis on the near side. Jones over to Cerna. Now back to Davis in the middle. Cerna again on the far side. Jones with it. Now back down to Davis. Cerna in the middle, guarded by number 10 for the Falcons. Kearns takes the ball in. Throws it back out to Cerna. Cerna back into Kearns. Kearns goes up with it. And her shot's off the backboard, no good. Rebounded by West Franklin. 11 pushes the ball up the court. She takes it to the middle, now over to number 10. 10 puts up a shot off the back of the rim, no good. Jones on the rebound. Cerna over to Jones on the far side. Now back to Davis in the middle. Kirkpatrick down to Cerna. Cerna for three. And she scores it.
That's Cerna's 9th point.
She has all 9 for the Indians, and all the points in the game for that matter.
Yeah.
And that'll be a timeout by West Franklin. 2:32 left here in the first quarter. 9-0, Indians lead.
Yep.
I would ask you to do the top scorers, but I mean, I pretty much know who scored all the points.
Yep, it's all Cerna. She's really the only one scoring as of this point. Then again, it's not unusual for Cerna to be Osage's top scorer.
She has been in many games so far this season. All right, we're getting back to the action here. It'll be West Franklin's ball. 10 throws it in on the near side to 11. 11 guarded by Crawford now in the game for the Indians. 15 now. Passes back down to 11 on the near side. 11 goes in with it. Passes back out to 10. 10 lobs into 33, but her pass is stolen by Crawford. Cerna throws it down the floor for the Indians to Kearns. That was Jones. Passes up to Cerna. Kearns now with the ball. Over to Cerna, now to Crawford on the far side. Swung back down to Jones. Kirkpatrick with the ball now. She goes in, goes up. Off the rim, no good. Struggle for the ball on the floor. Looks like West Franklin's got it.
Wow, foul is called on Crawford for the Indians. That's the Indians' 3rd team foul, and Crawford's 1st.
West Franklin's ball under the Indians' basket. 15 to throw it in. She gets it into 1. 1 down the floor now, guarded by Jones for the Indians. She's on the far side. Swings it back down to 10 in the middle. 32 now with it. Back up to 1. 1 throws it down to 32. 32 goes in with it, goes up, and her shot's no good. Rebounded by Crawford for the Indians. Cerna throws ahead to Kearns. Kearns goes up with it and scores.
It was a really good example of teamwork right there.
Yes. First point's not by Cerna in this game for the Indians. 11-0, they lead. Less than a minute to play here in the first quarter. 10 lobs it into 42 for the Falcons, and she's fouled on the way up. She'll be shooting 2 free throws here.
Yep. Foul. I didn't see who they called the foul on. Oh, they called the foul on Crawford for Osage. That's her second.
Still no fouls for West Franklin.
Nope.
'42's first free throws off the back of the rim.
Looks like Gantenbein and Duvall in for Crawford and Kirkpatrick. For the Indians.
42's second free throw is also no good. And it looks like ball went out of bounds off of West Franklin. Indians will take it. Gantenbein into Cerna. Cerna crosses midcourt, gets it over to Kearns. Cerna now again with the ball. Passes back down to Kearns. Kearns goes up with it. Blocked by 42. And it's off of Kearns, out of bounds. Falcons ball. 34 seconds left here in the first quarter. 32 with it now on the near side. Passes to the middle to 15. Again to 1. 10 now. Passes into 42. 42 out to 32. Her shot is no good. Rebounded by 1 for West Franklin though. And the jump ball is called. And it'll go over to the Indians.
Kirkpatrick back in for Gantenbein. For the Indians.
Under 15 now to play here in the first quarter. Indians definitely going for the last shot here.
Yep.
Now under 5. Kirkpatrick with the ball on the inside. Back out to Cerna. Cerna for 3. In and out, no good to end the first quarter.
Yep.
Kind of a low-scoring game to start here, but
for sure.
Indians lead 11-0 after the first quarter.
Yeah. I mean, your top scorer is Cerna for the Indians. She's got 9 points. So, yeah.
Kind of a slower approach tonight by the Lady Indians. Trying to really pass the ball around before they're shooting.
Yeah. I mean, it's paid off for sure.
All right, and we're starting the second quarter here. It'll be West Franklin's ball. 15 to throw it in on the near side. 11 to take the ball up the floor. She gets it over to number 1 on the near side. Now to 15 in the middle. 15 dribbles it in. Passes over to 11. Now back to 15. 1 back down to 15 into 33, but her pass is stolen by Kirkpatrick. She throws ahead to Cerna. Cerna over to Duvall. Duvall goes up with it. Her shot's no good. 42 on the rebound for West Franklin. 11 dribbles down the far side. 15 back into 11. 33 puts up a shot, and it's in and out, no good. Rebounded by Kirkpatrick.
That shot really did look like it was going to go in, I'm not going to lie.
Cerna now into Kirkpatrick. Over to Kearns. Kearns goes up with it and scores.
That'll be Kearns' 4th point for the night.
Indians 13-0. 11 now in the middle for the Falcons. Throws down to one. One dribbles in with it. Passes, and it's stolen by Kearns for the Indians. Cerna throws ahead to Davis. Davis back out to Cerna smartly. A lot of Falcons there. Davis now back into the middle. Out to DeVaul for three, and she scores it.
All right, we got a new scorer into the mix.
I think this new approach is really paying off for the Indians. They're not allowing many points, and they're scoring more consistently.
Yeah.
Not many wasted trips down the floor so far.
No. Yeah, they've definitely gotten something out of every time they've been down on their end. Well, we have Cerna for the Indians. She's got 9 points. That's the top Indian scorer. And then behind her is Kearns with 4 and DeVaul with 3.
All right, and as we come back to the action, West Franklin will have the ball. 15 to throw it in. She gets it into number 11. 11 has the ball on the far side. Dribbles back into the middle. She throws over to number 10. Number 10 puts up a shot, and it's no good. Fight for the ball. Results in a West Franklin foul. Indians will have it.
West Franklin's first team foul. That's called on number 11, her first.
Cerna now at the top of the key. Guarded by number 1. Throws into Kirkpatrick. I'll back out to Cerna. Cerna throws into Kearns. Kearns out to DeVaul. DeVaul for 3. And she scores another one.
Yeah, that's going to give DeVaul 6. Indians definitely on for their threes tonight.
And West Franklin throws the ball out of bounds. Back to the Indians. Cerna dribbling the ball up the floor. Gets it into Kearns down to Kirkpatrick, and Kirkpatrick's shot is good. Indians now lead 21-0. 5:15 left here in the second quarter.
Yeah, that was Kirkpatrick's first 2 points.
Number 1 now with the ball for the Falcons. 15 over to 1 now. And her shot's no good. Rebounded by Cerna. Cerna throws down to Kearns. Kearns out to Davis. Back up to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick for 3. And it's off the back of the rim. Rebounded by 33 for the Falcons. 15 now up the floor. Goes over to number 1. Now back to 10. Up to 11 now. 11 dribbles in. Passes off to number 10. 10 off to 15. 15's shot is no good, but 10 rebounds it. But her pass goes out of bounds. Indians back with the ball. Got some substitutions here.
Yeah, it looks like we got Crawford in, Jones in, and Gantenbein in for Cerna, Kearns, and DeVaul.
I believe that's right. Crawford now over to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick back out to Crawford. Gantenbein. Now back out to Crawford. Crawford down to the near side. She throws down to Davis. The ball's tipped out by the Falcons, number 15.
Yep.
Davis to throw in on the near side. She gets it into Crawford. Crawford swings it over to Gantbein. Gantbein's shot is good, but I believe she traveled before.
Yeah.
Falcons will have it. 15 into 42. 42 back now to 15. She dribbles to the middle, now down to the near side. 42 up to 10. 10 takes the ball in, throws it over to 15, but it's off of 15 out of bounds now on the near side. Lady Indians ball, Kirkpatrick into Crawford. Crawford down to the near side, gets it into Davis, now out to Gantbein. Gantbein's shot's off the back of the rim. And it looks like it'll be staying with the Indians.
Looks like 11 in for 10 for the Falcons.
Crawford to throw it in on the Indians baseline. Crawford throws it into Kirkpatrick. Now back to Crawford at the top of the key. Crawford throws down to Jones now, into Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick back out to Davis. Davis at midcourt, gets it into Kirkpatrick now. Out to Jones, now down to Crawford on the near side. Crawford back out to Jones. Jones to Kirkpatrick, now to Crawford again. Back to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick for three, and she scores this one.
Yeah.
24-0, under 2:30 to play in the first half.
That's 5 points to Kirkpatrick.
15 to 42 to 11. She puts up a three. It's off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Jones for the Indians. She hands off to Crawford. She takes it down the floor. Now down to Davis. Davis throws over to Jones. Jones back to Crawford, now down to Davis. Kirkpatrick over to Crawford. Crawford back to Davis. Davis takes the ball in, and she's fouled.
Foul was called on.
I believe it was 15.
Yeah. I think you're probably right. Yep. It was called on 15 for the Falcons, her first.
Kirkpatrick to throw it in under the Indians' basket.
Quite a few new players for the Falcons as well. Got number 1 in 10 in 32 and 22. And haven't seen them yet on the floor.
Pass to Davis goes over the half-court line, so the ball goes over to the Falcons. 11 with the ball for the Falcons, throws it down to 23, and her shot's off the rim, no good. Rebounded by number 10, though. 10 swings it back up to number 1. 1 down to 22. 22 shot off the front of the rim, rebounded by Gantbein. Crawford dribbles up the floor, throws it down to Jones. Jones back out to Crawford.
Timeout called by the Indians. 30 seconds.
Looks like that'll just be to
Subs some
mostly,
people.
yeah, exactly. Get some substitutions in here
Yeah.
before the end of the first half. Again, 24-0 is our score.
Minute and 13 left to play in the half. Looks like we've got Cerna back in, Hastert in, Kearns in, and Duvall in Gantbein.
Cerna takes the ball to the middle, now throws it back up to Duvall. Gantenbein with it on the inside, and she's fouled. I believe she'll be shooting 2.
Yep. Yep, foul's called on 32 for the Falcons. So that's her first. Team second.
Gantenbein's first free throw is no good. Second on the way now. She scores this one.
Yep. That'll be Gantenbein's first point.
25-0 now. Less than a minute to play in the first half. 15 throws down to 32 for the Falcons. 32 takes the ball in, now out to 22. 11 goes in with it. And her shot's no good. She's fouled on the way up.
Foul is called on Gantenbein. Team's fifth. Gantenbein's first.
First free throw attempt is no good. Her second free throw attempt also off the back of the rim, rebounded by Kearns for the Indians.
42 seconds left in the game.
First half, at least.
Oh, sorry. That's what I meant.
Gantenbein out to Duvall. Duvall's shot's no good. Looks like it's off a Hastert out of bounds. Falcons will have it with about 30 seconds to play here. 11 down the far side. Throws it over to 22. 22 swings it back up to 11. 11 taking it back to the middle. Now down over to 15. 15 over to 22. Under 10 to play here in the half. 10 throws over to 15. 15 to 32. And her shot's no good to end the half.
Yep.
25-0. Indians lead. Pretty impressive to not allow any points there in the first half.
Yeah, for sure. Are Cerna for the Indians. She's got 9 points. Then Duvall, she's got 6. And Kirkpatrick, who has 5. Kearns, who has 4. And Gantenbein, who has 1. So that'll make up your 25 points to the Indians.
Make sure to join us for second half action coming up here in about 10 minutes. All right, I'm joined here by Coach Kirkpatrick, coach for the Lady Indians. Coach, this game's going pretty well for you so far. You have a large lead going into halftime, and your defense allowed 0 points. What was going right for the Lady Indians in the first half?
Well, it's just our intensity. We talked about it at the beginning of the game. Defense is where we need to focus on, and we wanted to come out and set the tone early. We played them Friday night, and it was a close ball game at half, so we wanted to make sure we come out and set the tone from the get-go.
All right. Unless some miraculous comeback were to occur, the Lady Indians will be moving on to the semifinals. What team do you think will provide the toughest competition in this tournament for you guys?
Well, we still got half of West Franklin we need to focus on, and then we'll go from there.
Okay. Well, thank you, Coach, and good luck in the second half.
All right, thank you.
Alrighty, and we're getting ready for second half action here. In the Lady Indians lead 25-0 against West Franklin. Strong first half out of them. Top scorers so far.
We've got Cerna with 9 points, and right behind her, we've got Duvall with 6. So the West Franklin scorers have not scored yet, so we'll let you know as that changes.
Looks like the Indians will have the ball here to start the second half. Duvall to throw it in to Cerna. This second half's underway. Cerna dribbles the ball down, passes back out to Davis. I believe it's off of 15 for the Falcons, out of bounds. Cerna to throw it in on the Indians baseline. Kirkpatrick up to Davis, back down to Cerna. Cerna throws it into Kirkpatrick. Her shot is good, sending the Indians lead to 27.
And bringing Kirkpatrick to 7 points.
11 for the Falcons, gets it up to 1 on the far side. And it's stolen by Cerna. Cerna down to Davis. Davis puts up a shot, and it's good.
Smart
29-0 now.
Davis's first points.
Number 1 down to 15 on the near side. 15 looks in, throws it over to 33. Now down to, I believe that was number 11. 42 rebounds it off the miss. Looks like there'll be a foul called on the Indians. .42 to be shooting some free throws here. Her first shot is good. Falcons' first points of the game.
Yep.
Fourth point of the game. Her second free throw attempt is also good. 29-2 now. Cerna down the floor for the Indians. She looks in, passes back out to Davis. Cerna now back up at the top. Throws it down to Kearns. Her pass is deflected though. And the Falcons will take it. 15 down the floor. 15 goes in with it. And her pass goes out of bounds. Indians will have the ball. Cerna taking it up. Cerna now throws it into Kearns. And Kearns is fouled on the play. Cerna to throw it in for the Indians. He gets it into Kearns. Kearns goes up with it and scores.
Kearns is 6 points.
Indians back to a 29-point lead, 31-2. 11 takes it in for the Falcons, throws it over to 42. And her shot is off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Kearns. Cerna throws it way down to Duvall. Duvall's shot is blocked by 11, and it's called a jump ball.
Yep.
It'll go over to the Falcons. 5:55 left here in the third quarter. 31-2 is our score. And a timeout called by West Franklin. Again, 31-2.
All right. So your top scorers, as of right now, are Cerna for the Indians. She's got 9 points. And then Duvall for the Indians. She's got 6. And then number 42 for the Falcons. She's got 2.
Players back out on the floor now. Number 10 for West Franklin to throw it in on the near side. She gets it into 11. 11 now. And her pass is swatted by Cerna. West Franklin recovers though. 11 now with the ball on the far side. Throws it into 42. 42 goes up with it. Off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Kirkpatrick. Cerna now passes ahead to Kearns. But that pass is deflected by West Franklin, and 11 takes it.
Yeah, but Cerna really does a good job of looking ahead.
And that's worked quite a few times so far in this game, just not that time.
Yeah.
11's fouled on her way up. She'll be shooting 2 here. That foul was called on number 5, Duvall, for the Indians.
First.
11's first free throw attempt, no good off the front of the rim.
We got some subs in here. Jones and Crawford in, and then number 33 in for 42 for the Falcons.
11's second free throw coming up here. She scores this one, making it 31-3, 5:17 left in the third. Cerna down the far side, taking it back to the middle for the Indians. Throws ahead to Jones. Jones into Kearns now. Kearns goes up with it. Her shot's no good. She gets her own rebound, puts it back up. Again, no good. Struggle on the floor for it. I believe it'll be called a jump ball, and it'll stay with the Indians. Cerna gets it into Kirkpatrick, and she scores it on the inbound.
It's going to be Kirkpatrick's 9 points.
Indians with a 30-point lead now. There'll be a foul called on the Indians.
Yeah, that foul is called on Cerna. That's going to be Cerna's first. Team's third for this half.
15 to inbound for the Falcons. Gets it into 10. 10 throws over to 32. 32 swings it back up to number 1. 1 down to 32. Again up to number 10. 10 down to the near side, back up to 15. 15 goes to the middle, back out to 32. 32 into 10, and she misses the pass. Goes out of bounds, it'll be Indians' ball. Cerna comes down the floor, guarded by number 10 for the Falcons. She tries to throw it down to Kearns. Kearns tries to save it, but throws it to a Falcon. 15, now down the floor, throws it over to number 1. 1 down to 10 on the far side. I believe there'll be a foul called on Cerna. Excuse me. Yeah, I would.
Yep, foul's called on Cerna. That's Cerna's second. Team's fourth.
32 to inbound on West Franklin's baseline. She gets it into 15. 15 throws it back over to 11. 32 now with the ball. Gets it into number 33. She goes up with it, and it's no good. Still no field goals in the game for West Franklin. All their points are on free throws. Speaking of free throws, Kearns will be shooting 2 of them.
Nice transition.
Her first free throw's off the back of the rim.
Looks like we got Gantenbein and Jones in for Kirkpatrick and Cerna for the Indians.
Kearns' second free throw, also no good. Rebounded by 42 for the Falcons. Number 1 throws ahead to number 11. 11 is fouled on her way up. She'll be shooting 2 free throws.
Foul is called on Crawford. That's going to be Crawford's third.
Only real foul trouble here for the Indians.
Yeah.
11's first free throw is good.
11's second point. Looks like we got Davis in for Kearns for the Indians.
Eleven's second free throw is no good. And I believe Gantenbein rebounded for the Indians. Crawford down to Jones on the near side. Back up to Hastert. Now over to Crawford. Crawford into Gantenbein, but her pass is taken away by the Falcons. 42 now goes up, and that's in and out. Rebounded by Crawford. And the carry crawled on Crawford for the Indians. West Franklin will take the ball on the far side. Indians lead 33-4. 2:58 left here in the third quarter. Eleven now over to 15. Throws it into 42. 42's shot is good. And that'll be the first field goal of the game for West Franklin.
Yeah, that's going to be 42's fourth point as well.
Crawford now over to Hastert. Back to Jones in the middle. Jones to Davis. Back to Hastert. Hastert for three. And her shot's no good. Out of bounds off the Indians. West Franklin will take it. Eleven now with the ball for the Falcons. She dribbles in with it, and her shot's no good. Rebounded by Hastert. Hastert passes ahead to Crawford. Back to Hastert, into Gantbein. Gantbein, her pass is stolen by number 15 for the Falcons. 15 now dribbles in, goes up with it, and her shot's no good. Rebounded by Jones. We have foul called on the play.
Yep. Foul's called on number 15 for the Vikings, her second. Sorry, not the Vikings. The Falcons, her second.
Gantbein into Crawford. Crawford crosses midcourt. Throws it down to Davis. Davis back out to Jones, down to Hastert. Now Jones back up to Crawford on the far side. Into Gantbein. There'll be a foul on the play.
Foul's called on number 45 for the Falcons. Her first.
Jones inbounds to Crawford, and the pass is stolen, Crawford has the ball stolen by number 11 for the Falcons. One brings the ball down the floor now. I believe it was tipped out by the Indians on the play. So number 10 for the Falcons will take it in the corner. .11 now over to 45 on the far side, back to 11 in the middle, now down to 10. 10 back to 11 now. She takes it in, goes up with it, and it's no good. Ball will stay with the Falcons though.
We got Duvall in for Hastert now on the Indians. Nope, not Hastert, Jones.
Again, 10 to inbound for West Franklin. She throws into 33. 33's shot is no good. And it'll again stay with the Falcons. Number 10 inbounds to 33. Her shot's again no good. Davis on the rebound, and she's fouled.
Foul's called on 33 for the Falcons. Her first. Oh, no, I'm sorry, her second.
Crawford to take it down the floor. She hands off to Duvall. Duvall goes in with it, and she loses it, but Gantbein takes it. Her shot's no good. Rebounded by 11. 11 throws ahead to number 10. 10's shot is good.
10. That's going to be 10's first points for the Falcons.
Gantbein's inbound is stolen by number 11. Now 10 puts up another shot. It's no good. And she's fouled on her second attempt. She'll be shooting two. Not a very good set of plays there for the Indians.
No, foul is called on Crawford, her fourth for the Indians.
Number 10's first free throw is off the front of the rim. Second one is also off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Duvall for the Indians. And she's fouled on the play.
Foul's called on 11. That's her second for Falcons. So
Crawford now with under 20 to play here in the third. Hands off to Hastert. Hastert goes in and scores.
Yeah.
Count the basket and one.
I paused there.
For sure.
That's her first points.
Hastert to complete the three-point play. And their free throw's no good. Rebounded by 33 for the Falcons. Under 5 to play here in the third. 11 passes over to 1. 1 puts up a 3, and it's no good there to end the third quarter. 35-8 is our score. Indians lead by 27. Top scores of the game.
Yeah, we got number 9. Or no, I'm sorry, there's no number 9 on this. We got Kirkpatrick and Cerna tied with 9 points. And then we have Burns with 6 and Duvall with 6 as well. And then for the Falcons, we have number 42 with 4 points. And then number 11 with 2.
Falcons will have it here to start the fourth quarter. Again, our score is 35-8. Indians on top. Starters back in the game for the Indians. 11 over to 1. Now to up to 15. 15 shot is no good. Rebounded by 42. Then taken by Cerna. Struggle for the ball on the floor. It'll go over to the Indians on the jump ball. Cerna now up top. Hands off to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick to Duvall. Duvall goes in, and she's fouled. She'll be shooting too.
Foul's called on 15 for the Falcons. That's her third.
Duvall's first free throw attempt's off the side of the iron. Second on the way. Again off to the side. 42 rebounds for the Falcons. One takes it up the floor over to 33, now down to 15. 15 over to 11 on the near side. 11 puts up a shot and misses everything. 42 gets it though, but she steps out of bounds. Cerna now takes the ball up the floor for the Indians. Hands off to Duvall. Over to Kirkpatrick. Back to the ball at midcourt. Over to Kirkpatrick. To Cerna. Cerna hands off to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick goes in, goes up. Off the backboard, no good. Rebounded by Kearns. Cerna again at the top of the key. Hands off to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick to Duvall. Duvall goes in, and she's fouled again. She'll be shooting too.
That is 15 for the Falcons for foul.
The Vols' first free throw is good, making this game 36-8. 6:31 left here in the fourth quarter.
That's DeVal's 7th point.
Vols' second free throw is also good.
Now she has 8.
Our score is 37-8. .15 with the ball for the Falcons on the near side. Gets it back down to 10. 10 up to 45, now over to 1. 1 to 10, now down to 45. 45 looking to pass. Her pass is stolen by Cerna though. Cerna down the floor. Hands off to Kirkpatrick. Back to Cerna. Cerna goes in. Over to Davis. Davis back to Cerna on the far side. Kirkpatrick back out to Duvall. Hands off to Cerna. Cerna takes it in. Out to Davis. Davis takes it in. Loses the ball. Kearns gets it though. Cerna for 3. And she scores it. That'll be her 4th of the game.
Yep.
First of the second half, though.
Yeah, it's going to give her 12 points.
And now that the Indians have a 32-point lead, it'll be running clock here for the rest of the game. 10 gets it into 33, now out to 45. 45 shot is no good. Kirkpatrick on the rebound.
It looks like we got 32 in for 1 and 42 in for 45 for the Falcons. There might be some
I think they were discussing the fact that the clock is running now, that the Indians have over a 30-point lead. So now that they got that going.
Now that we got that sorted out.
Kirkpatrick shoots a 3 for the Indians, and she scores it.
We got,
I believe that's her 2nd on the game.
yeah, that's her 12th point as well, tying her up with Cerna.
32 puts up a 3, it's no good. 42 on the putback is fouled.
I think we're going to see maybe a whole new set change here for the Indians.
It appears so. Right after this free throw is missed by number 42.
Yep, we got Gantenbein, McKinney, Hastert, Jones, and Crawford in now.
.42 makes the second one though. And we are 43-9, 3:46 left in the game. Hastert dribbles in, passes out to Crawford. Jones now over to McKinney. Hastert throws back out to Jones. Jones for 3, and she scores it.
It's going to be Jones's first point for the night.
Game's now 46-9. And West Franklin just threw the ball over half court. Crawford puts it up though and scores.
It's Crawford's first points. Fouls called on number 32 for the Falcons. Her second. Looks like we've got 45 in now, 1, 33, and 22 in for the Falcons. in 11, which she was already in.
Crawford's free throw is no good.
Jump ball.
Still go to the Falcons.
Yup.
Number 11 goes down to 22. 22 still on the near side, passes up to 45. Her pass is blocked, taken away by Gantbine. Passed it back down to Gantbine. McKinney scores it.
That gives everybody who's been in this game a point for the Indians. That part.
Kenny to complete the three-point play. Looks like she crossed the line too early, so not that it really matters at this point, but 50-9 is our score. Minute 20 left to play. West Franklin's ball on their baseline. One throws it into number 11. 11 puts up a shot. It's off the front of the rim. No good. Gantbine on the rebound. Now under a minute to play. Crawford to Hastert now. Hastert to the middle, down to Gantbine. Back out to Jones. Jones hands off to Crawford. Crawford goes in, and she has the ball stolen by number 11. 11 goes up, and she scores. 50-11 now is our score.
Yeah, that's 11's fourth point.
Crawford passes ahead to Jones. Jones for three is missed, but Hastert on the rebound. Will stay with the Indians.
We got just over 20 seconds left to play.
This will most likely be the last play of the game. The Indians get the ball in.
I would imagine.
Crawford into Gantbine, and she'll be shooting free throws.
However, we do have 8 seconds left.
I think she'll still get to shoot her free throws, but that will be the game.
Yep. Foul was called on... Oh, no, they're not going to let her. Foul was called on 45. That was her second foul.
And our final score in this one is 50-11. Lady Indians win. Top scorers of the game.
Yeah, for the Indians, well, everybody who was in had points, which is cool. But top scorers were 21, which was Kirkpatrick and Cerna. They both had 12 points. And then Duvall and... No, just Duvall had 8 points. So... And then for the Falcons, we had 11 and 42, tied with 4 points. So those are your top scorers for tonight's game.
All right, and the Lady Indians will be taking on the 4-seed Chase County Lady Bulldogs on Thursday night in the semifinals of the Flint Hills Shootout. Please join us tomorrow night, though, for the boys' game as they take on, not sure who they're playing, actually, but we'll find out tomorrow night. So, until then, I'm Wyatt Ornder.
I'm Ellie Shoemaker.
And this is So Long from Osage City.
See you later.